Hey guys, welcome to the Mermaid Mama. If this is your first time here, my name's Hannah and I do videos on veganism, living waste-free, minimalism, unschooling and tropical living. And if you haven't, click that little red subscribe button below to keep up to date on my videos, and also make sure you check out my Instagram account, which I post quite regularly on that. I do a few posts a week and I do lots of tips for the above mentioned things. So check that out and follow me on Instagram. So today, I'm now I'm nearly 36 weeks pregnant. Let's see if we can show you my belly. Yeah, I'm very, very pregnant. I'm feeling really good though. I'm feeling really good. And how cool are these overalls, by the way? I have to show them to you. I have to like check them out. Aren't they cool? They're like harem pants on the bottom, but they're actually overalls, and they're literally the best thing ever, especially when you're pregnant. They're just so loose and soft and comfortable, and they were gifted to me by a lovely friend that I met through conscious parenting groups here in the Gold Coast. And so yeah, they were a gift and I absolutely love them. I've pretty much worn them every day since getting them. It's kind of what I tend to do with clothes. Like, I'll get something new that I love wearing and I just wear it until I'm really sick of it. So today I'm really excited to tell you some tips to simplify your life. I lead a pretty simple life and I'm really passionate about simple living because it definitely was not always the case. It's taken me a number of years to get to this point where you know, I feel really, really happy about the way that I'm living my life. It's nowhere near perfect, of course. But I feel really happy about the way that I live and living my values and living in a place that I love living in and spending my time mostly the way that I want to. And yeah, simplicity is just in every area of my life. And if I ever feel kind of overwhelmed or like there's just, you know, something going on that is really overwhelming me, I tend to strip back rather than adding stuff. So yeah, I'm really passionate about simple living. So let's go through some ways that you can simplify your life and just feel freer and happier and just really just more connected to your authentic self. Take less with you when you leave the house. So just take what you need with you. I used to be terrible with this. Even until very recently, I found myself going out to unschooling meetups with my son and just taking so much stuff with me, and it was such a burden. It was physically weighing me down and it was mentally weighing me down. So I've just stripped it right back and I just take what we need and that's it. I leave everything else at home and it's so much easier. Create daily routines and plan your time well. One of the ways that you can do this is by setting intentions and plans at the start of the day for what your day is going to entail. And then, you know, when things come up, which they're going to, obviously, you've kind of got that routine and that plan to fall back on. So you know, like, this is when I need to start making dinner, or this is what I'm eating today. And I know what I'm eating. I always do meal plans and they make such a big difference. Track your expenses and start a savings plan to see where your money is going. Declutter your belongings. Create a vision of what you imagine to be the ideal amount of possessions for you. There's no script when it comes to minimalism. You don't have to own only 100 items. There's no script for it. You can create whatever you want it to be. And so envision that. Really envision that and plan it out. You know, really feel into how that would make you feel on a daily basis, to have only what you really want around you. And then start today, start getting rid of anything that's not in that vision. For those of you that haven't seen my video on how we moved to the tropics, I will link that below, because we were already fairly minimalistic by that point, but we moved here with 6 boxes of possessions, and we still own very, very, very little, and we were able to move to our dream location within 6 months because we chose to take very, very little with us. So that was how I did that. I created a vision in my mind of what I wanted it to look like, and it didn't involve a lot of stuff. It involved a lot of experiences and, you know, time spent doing things that I wanted. So I'll link that below. Find your passion or purpose in life and start working towards that a little bit every single day. Small steps are everything. Just start working on it today. Don't put it off. Spend more time in nature. Enough said. Eat mostly whole, vibrant plant foods, and plenty of water. The simpler the food is, the better. The less ingredients it has, the better it is for your body. Focus your life around relationships with people that matter the most to you instead of external things. Just focus your life around your relationships. At the end of the day, your relationships with people that you love the most, that make you feel incredible, those are the lasting things that we really, really take with us. So focus your life around that. Learn about things that you are passionate about. Keep learning. Be an open book when it comes to learning. I honestly just can't do this enough. I spend pretty much all of my free time either doing videos or learning or writing about what I've learned through things like Instagram and through videos, or learning. I love learning, and the things that I'm passionate about are conscious parenting, minimalism, living a very low waste lifestyle, an earth-friendly lifestyle, and veganism. Create a clothing uniform that works for your lifestyle, and this is going to be different for everybody, but this just makes your life so simple when you know what you're going to wear the next day, or you just have only a certain amount of clothes so that you don't have a giant amount of stuff to choose from. I can't tell you how much that makes your life simpler, especially when you're a mum and you get up in the morning and there's already, you know, you have a little one that's requiring a lot of your time and your energy, and if you have to think about what you're wearing on top of that, it's just so complicated. For me, my uniform is very much a singlet top, harem pants, or a pair of shorts, and that's pretty much what I wear day in, day out, and a pair of sandals. That's it. Create less waste. You'll feel more connected to the earth. You will want to spend more time in nature, and it will just naturally simplify your life, because really living in alignment with values that are important to you, and if the earth is something that you're passionate about, which I'm guessing it probably is if you're watching this channel, then doing even little things on a daily basis to really serve the earth and preserve it for future generations just makes you feel so good, and it just really makes you strip back everything that is not important in your life, and it makes you a much more conscious consumer as well. So you just generally want to consume less. And lastly, live in the smallest space that you can possibly live in comfortably. So what this does is it's better for the planet, because you know, you're taking up less physical space, and it's less work for you. It's less cleaning. You only stuff, so you have less stuff to manage. It's a lot cheaper. It's just better overall. It's just so much simpler and so much easier For those that don't know, I do have a, we're renting the current house that we're in, and it's really little. It's actually a little bit too big for me. I honestly want to live in a smaller space, but it's a unit. It's not even a house, and it has a lounge, a dining room, and it has obviously a kitchen and a bathroom. Hey Toadies. Toadies always comes to visit when I do vlog. Come here. And it just has one bedroom. So Romeo has a bed in the corner of the room, which you can probably just see just over there next to the wardrobe. It's there. And this is our bed that we're sitting on now. And it's just, even the space that we live in is sometimes a little bit too big. Like, I would rather it was a little bit smaller so that it was less cleaning for me, because I really like things to be clean and tidy. But I cannot even tell you how much easier this house is to manage than the house that we lived in when I was pregnant with Romeo, which had like 4 bedrooms, double garage. It was huge. And it was so much work, and it just really simplifies your life when you just live in a space that's, you know, as small as you can go comfortably and happily. So I hope you liked those wee tips. There's so many more where that came from, but I wanted to keep it simple. And I really want to know your thoughts on this. If you've got some really great tips for simplifying your life, post them below. If you've got any questions about this, post below. And like I said, make sure you follow me on Instagram, because I really do update there really, really regularly. And thank you for watching. I love you guys.